Welcome back to the Colorado Avalanche GM mode here in NHL 16. This is going to be episode 20 of the series, and in today's episode we'll be taking on the St. Louis Blues at home in Denver. But before we do that, we have a couple things to go over as usual. And first things first, our Avalanche are currently sitting at 4th place in the Central Division, and then 6th place in the Western Conference, because the Western Conference is like an arms race right now. The top like 6, maybe even 8 teams are all just, they all have capabilities, they all have the potential to be like the number 1 team. They're all just so close with each other that the standing is constantly flip-flop. Like, I could sim 2 games and I'll be in 2nd place, and the team that's in 2nd place right now will be in like 8th, and the 8th place team that's now will be in like 4th. It's just ridiculous. And I could sim 2 more, and those spots could all go back to where they are now. It's insane how everything is flopping around in the West right now, because it's just, everybody's so close. Like I said, it's like an arms race. And then some of our players' stats were led by Matt Duchene still, who has 53 points, 22 goals, 31 assists. Bodker has 15 goals, 28 assists, and 43 points. And then McKinnon has 15 goals, 23 assists, and 38 points. As well as a couple other guys who are playing pretty well, like Grigorenko and Landeskog, and guys along those lines. Now, keep in mind, all those guys I listed, they all have played 54 games exactly, so those stats are through 54 games. And it is time for Wednesday Night Rivalry here in Denver, Colorado, home of our Avalanche, as they will play host to the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis sitting at 33-14-4, the Avalanche at 30-21-3. In between the pipes for us is Malcolm Subban, sub-0. He's been pretty good for us in that this year. And in between the pipes for them is Jake Allen. Now, this Blues team is currently sitting at 1st in the Western Conference. There you get Connor Bleakley poking the puck away. He's got some speed on the break. Backhand shot, tries to go 5-hole, but saved by Allen. And now here comes another rush from the Avalanche. Shot skips behind the net, but picked up by the Avalanche. Skate around, try the cross crease, saved by Allen. And then they try to get it out, and they can. So now another rush here by the Avalanche. Take it behind the net, pass back to D for Yandel. Over to Zadorov, who takes a slap shot, bar down, snipes it top shelf. Nikita Zadorov. I really like this guy. He's been coming around this season. Usually he's been playing pretty bad, but I feel like since we've upgraded the defense, he's coming around. He's playing pretty good, assisted by Yandel and McKinnon on that goal. So it's 1-0 Avalanche with 1:12 left. And here's a rush, breakaway, shot scored by Landeskog. Avalanche in the lead, 2-0 now with 1:04 left in the first. And they're already up, they're already scoring, they're already out, they're already playing great in this game, and then they're not done yet. Shot there, saved by Allen, ricochets into the corner, picked up by the Avalanche. Shot by Peverley, and then a poke check as their man loses it, rolls into the net as Allen can't handle it for whatever reason, and it's a 3-0 Avalanche lead, as that will be the score heading into the second period. So, start things off in the second, 11:35 left. Shot by Bodker, goes top shelf. Bodker bar down there, 4-0 Avalanche is the score now, as they are not letting up at all. They are just trying to blow this first place in the team in the Western Conference right out of their spot. And at the end of 2, which, like I said, well, that's all that happened. Not like I said, that's all that happened in the second period, so 4-0. Now pick things right back up at the very top of the third period, the opening face-off. Pass over to, I believe that's Landeskog, loses it, but gets it right back. Duchene passed over to him, shot scored, and just like that, off the opening face-off of the third period, it's 5-0 Colorado now, as they just will not let up on this Blues team. So now, not even too much longer later, 19 left, another cross-crease goal from the Avalanche, and now it's a 6-0 lead for Colorado. They just won't let up. That time, it was Bodker to Landeskog, and Duchene on the secondary assist. And here we've got some DDD passes. Hedman slap shot. He goes off both posts. Score Avalanche. And now it's a 7-0 lead. That time the goal was on Brian Elliott as they pulled Jake Allen, assisted by Johnson and Bodker there. And then here, Subban going for his shutout. Some saves there on the chaos in front, but a slap shot from Gunnarsson somehow trickles between his legs. and then just dumb animations happen. So it's a 7-1 score. Subban can't get his shutout, but I don't think the team's going to be complaining about a 7-1 victory over the Western Conference top team, but they're probably going to be knocked. I don't think they are, actually, because I think they have a couple points on the second-place team. But this is the Western Conference top team, so the Avalanche have got to be pretty proud of themselves and feeling pretty good that they beat this top team by a score of 7-1, not just beating them by 1 point, by a flat-out blowout of the St. Louis Blues. So with that being said, we'll wrap things up here for this edition of Colorado Avalanche Hockey. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy, out in the back seat of my 60 Chevy, working on mysteries without any clues, working on our night moves, trying to make some front page driving news, working on our night moves.